guys apply for a credit card and they say, hey, purchase something for, you have to have at least $1,000 in purchases within your first 60 days to open your card. That's just meaning that you have to make those purchases within the first 60 days or whatever frame they said. But if they said that they were going to give you 0% APR for 18 months or for 12 months, you're going to have that 0% APR even on that $1,000 that you purchase or whatever you spent on that card. You're going to have that 0% APR on that. You're not required to pay whatever they told you have to go ahead and purchase on your card. A lot of times they do that just to make sure that you're using your card. That's it. They want you to use your card. So don't worry about when do you have to pay your first bill, just to make sure that everything is good, all of that. Just you can pay the minimum balance on your credit cards when they have the 0% APR, because you're not going to get charged interest. Okay, so don't be scared. And let me show you guys like one of like the not the Dell accounts, but like, let me show you guys one of the other credit cards that offer that 0% APR, because a lot of people are very confused on like what the 0% APR really means. And the Discover card has it. So let's go and look at the Discover. Now we can look at the Discover It cashback. So you have the 0% intro APR for 15 months on your purchases and balance transfers. So what that means is they're not going to charge you interest for your first 15 months. Sometimes you're going to see billing cycles. So that means when your statement comes out, that's one billing cycle. So you have 18 of those, you have 15 of those. They're not going to charge you interest. Just make sure that anything that you're spending on that card, make sure that you have it paid off. Anything you're getting that 0% APR for, make sure you have that all paid off before the time is over with. So like this one is 15 months. If I charge $3,000, I want to make sure I had that $3,000 paid within before the 15 months, or they're going to charge me interest on that. Okay, they're going to charge me interest on that, and I don't want to be charged interest on that. And another thing, sometimes like let's look up Bank of America, because I know Bank of America, they are the one that really talk about like billing cycles. So let's look up their credit cards. And sometimes some of the credit cards may say that you have to spend a certain amount on a credit card. So let's look at their credit cards. You have to spend a certain amount to get a bonus. So yeah, this one has a bonus offer. I don't see that you have to spend anything though to get this your bonus offer for this. But look, 0% intro APR for your first 15 billing cycle for purchases and for balance transfers made within this is probably that confusion too. So for balance transfers, you got to make sure you got to transfer that balance on like that was on another credit card within 60 days of opening it. But when they have that 0% APR, if you transfer a balance in, you have that 0% APR for the 18 months. But if you want to transfer the balance in, you got to do it within the first 60 days for it to count. So balance transfers after the 60 days, they're going to just treat that as just like a balance transfer and charge you just the regular fees. You're not going to have the 0% APR on that. But hopefully I answered that question correctly, and hopefully it kind of went over everything.